Coming up in a moment, we'll be joined by viewers on BBC One for a roundup of all the day's news with Kate Silverton, and that's hoping that all the cameras stay in the right positions for that as well.
Hello there and welcome to BBC News.
Hello, good evening and welcome to BBC News.
Good evening and welcome to BBC News. Well, I'm terribly sorry. I hope you can hear me. We've obviously got a problem with the cameras, but I'm hoping that we haven't got a problem with the microphone. And I'll appear in here right now. Hello, welcome to BBC News.
My apologies.
Good evening and welcome to BBC News. I'm Martine Croxall. It's 9 o'clock. I'm just going to move back to the main set. I know this has happened before, but here we are. If I sidle in, you can pretend that you haven't noticed. Here we are. Lewis Hamilton has won the Formula One World Championship.
Hello and welcome to BBC News. Hello, good evening and welcome to BBC News.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the slight technical hitch there. Welcome to BBC News, though.
Well, apologies for that glitch with the cameras, but a very good afternoon and welcome to BBC News.
Apologies, the cameras are stuck again.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the technical blip there, but we've got plenty of breaking news to bring you, so let's just kick off with that.
More now on the World Cup in... excuse me, in Brazil. 1 second. Well, that's the effect of the World Cup last night. It was that exciting.
Let's pursue that now with our political correspondent Ian Watson, who's there for us at Westminster. How closely do you think David Cameron and others at the top of government are conscious of those kinds of poll findings, Ian?
I think they are conscious, indeed, Julian. Sorry. Pardon me.
Yeah, don't worry. Are you okay to carry on? If not, we'll come back to you.
Sorry.
Don't worry. We will come back to you, Ian. We'll come back to you.
Now it's nearly time for the BBC News at 10, but don't forget, at 10:30, we'll be telling you which stories are making the front pages of tomorrow's papers. Let's just move over here. There we go. The Financial Times says that the Bank of England is close to raising interest rates.
The weather now. Here's Thomas. Actually, no. I'm here. I'm in the other studio.
Okay, time now to look at the weather. We can cross the newsroom and join Louise Lair. There goes the camera. It's coming to you eventually, Louise.
There we go. Sunday shoes
Put some more coal in it.
Painful.
There we go.
That's almost like some of the Great North runners by the end of those 15-mile-an-hour winds, wasn't it? Let's go to the weather.
Hello, this is BBC News with me, Nicholas Owen. The time is, what time is it? 13 minutes past.
Business, and Tanya's here. Hello.
Philippa, thank you so much. Yes, well, obesity is now reaching crisis proportions, according to a new study. Research by the consultants McKinsey Global Institute puts the annual worldwide cost of obesity at, oh, hello, well, you've gone, £1.3 trillion and suggests that about the same as smoking or armed conflict, and greater than both alcoholism and climate change, our health editor Hugh Pym now reports. And in some other news, Wall Street banks have too much power over commodities. This according to a report by the US Senate. Far more than we have over our cameras, so it would appear. Right, we're off again, so it would seem. Let's take a look at what's happening on the markets. Oh, not very much, as luck would have it. We have some fairly positive data emerging from the United States, but that hasn't helped down much because we've also had some slower data coming out of China and the Eurozone. But I think I better stop right there and hand back to Philippa. He's much more in control.
Oh, Tanya, always a pleasure to have you on the catwalk. Thank you very much for the business. Do you know, I swear I'm jinxed. What am I going to do? Am I going to stay where I am? I'll stay here. Do you know, I was just going to say, and look, I'm even on the right camera.
This is BBC News. And you certainly know if you follow me on Twitter, this is Matthew's last day with us. Not going far, thank goodness. He's going to BBC World. I'm not looking at him because he's very, very annoyed with me for what we're about to do. But 16 long years on the BBC News channel, and unfortunately for him, 13 of them sitting next to me. So we couldn't let this moment pass without just having a little reminder as to how it all began.
Hello, you're watching BBC News 24. I'm Matthew Amreliwala.
Good afternoon, this is BBC News 24. I'm Jane Hill.
And I'm Matthew Amreliwala. Britain wakes up to a new political era. I'm Matthew Amreliwala, bringing you all the latest developments live from Westminster. Good morning, it's 11 o'clock. The main headlines on BBC News 24. Well, good afternoon, you're watching BBC News with Jane Hill and Matthew Amreliwala. Let's risk a question there, Russell. As you say, on the face of it, they are saying no more talks, but do you believe that, given the length of time we have until New Year's Eve and just the extent of the disruption that we're likely to see? Well, that tells its own story. Either my question was too long or we've lost that line to Russell Hayes.
A team of divers has begun to salvage dozens of bottles of what is thought to be the world's oldest champagne from a shipwreck in the Baltic Sea. You know how you always give me a bottle of champagne for my birthday?
Now I'll give champagne and a snorkel, just to... you never know.
I've been having an email correspondence with a certain newscaster on News 24 lately. His name is Matthew Amrilawala. To me, the man's extraordinary. To me, the hair, especially, the world changes, but the hair somehow remains the same. I can't work it out.
Just dragging all the strands of that story together, last time Jane bought me coffee, she used... Did you use a cheque or was it guineas with it?
That's so unfair. To be fair, he buys more than I do.